Hello, Leo, and welcome to Indigo Rising Tarot. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope you're having a great day. This will be your weekly reading for the week of September 7th through the 13th. And during that time, we have a full moon that comes on the 8th, although you may recognize that energy the day before, during, and after. We also, and that can be, full moon is kind of heightened awareness, heightened emotions. Some people can feel overwhelmed and anxious. Or a little snappy and irritable. You might have changes in your sleeping patterns, or you may be on the other end of that where it is kind of positive, where you're just very highly energetic. That's what happens to me. I can't sleep during a full moon. I just have so much energy. That's when you're probably going to see me in my kitchen doing something crazy at 1 o'clock in the morning, or just up doing things, or out with friends and family. So we then move in, we then take a breath, calm into that waning gibbous energy, which is definitely self-reflection, rebirth, a good time to make positive changes, get rid of bad habits, that sort of thing. So keep those moon energies in mind as we move through the week, and note how they affect you. If you're comfortable sharing, drop me a comment and let me know, are you as affected by the moon as I am? I always have been since I'm a child. I started just noticing the patterns of how I'm just really affected by the moon. So all right, without further ado, Leo, let's see what your overall message for this reading is. You are good enough. So every time I see that card, I think of Stuart Smiley, and I want to say, and gosh darn it, people like you, which makes me laugh. Anyway, Leo, I would like to say that since my readings are free to you, all that I ask in return is that you hit that subscribe button. Even if you want to hit the notification bell, that way you're notified when I do post videos. That would be awesome. I would really appreciate that. So I will give you a second while I'm shuffling to do that right now. Thank you so much. And if you've been a subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and helping me build a community here. I see you. I see the returning people. I love it, and I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. So, all right, without further ado, let's get into this reading. Leo, September 7th through the 13th. You are good enough. All right. 5 of Cups is your present energy. So there may be in some way in which you're feeling a little bit down, a little bit sad. You know, this could be grief. This could be just something that you're a little bit upset. So of course, we're going to keep in mind that you're good enough. Whatever it is going on, don't let it rock you, because you're good enough, and it's just something temporary that you're going through. Your current situation is the Knight of Wands. So it could be something about something that you're very passionate about, and just something that has come in, maybe information or something, or you're thinking about it, that's just a little bit disappointing. Something you're passionate about and you're just kind of blah about it. So for whatever reason, we'll see as the cards come out, if it tells us a little bit bigger story. I mean, you guys are usually very confident. So if something's rocking your confidence for some reason, let's see what that might be. At the root of the problem is the 2 of Cups. So this could be, something that's happened here with a relationship, with a friendship. Could be, someone that you're partnered up with in some sort of, like a passion realm. It could be something, a passion project that you're involved with, but it could be something about a relationship, or it's just kind of on your mind. So that appears to be at the root of it. In your recent past is the Magician. So you may have taken a new path here, and where you're trying to manifest something new. Maybe you're just getting a little bit frustrated here with this 5 of Cups that it's just not happening yet. Remember that the Magician is there to help you manifest, but it's not just about thinking. It's also about picking up those tools that the Magician is offering and doing. So make sure that you're doing those things. If you're trying to manifest things, they don't just arrive at your doorstep. You have to get out and take the right steps, and take steps at all to make things happen. What is on your mind this week is the 4 of Swords, which I just saw in the Cancer reading. They're coming out of an area of rest and meditation, and that might be where you are this week. um, you know is just kind of resting, meditating, thinking on something on your mind. It's kind of there on your mind as you're, kind of as you're drifting off to sleep, or maybe the first thing when you first wake up. But it's on your mind, and maybe you're just a little bit frustrated about it. What is just ahead of you this week is the 10 of Pentacles. So you are good enough and you are working towards something, and you're working towards something that has longevity. It's not this, it isn't trivial. It's something, you're really working towards building something that you I just want to say, like, that's in that you have integrity, um that you're building. It's like a building block thing. So you are good enough. Don't get disappointed and upset when the little small things don't come in the way you want them to. And just remember that there is a plan. There's a plan for you, and you not always can see all the details, but just you kind of have to trust that the universe knows what it's doing, right? In your advice position is the King of Wands. So your advice is to go ahead and get knowledgeable there about this passion thing that you're taking action on, and the thing that maybe does drive you is that if something is shaking your confidence, maybe you just need to gain more knowledge about it. That's never a bad idea when it comes to anything. Beyond your control this week is the Emperor. So beyond your control is that you're definitely taking on a leadership role, and um, you're feeling like you can accomplish things and that you are an authority on this thing. And it could be, again, these things that you're learning, um, because your advice is to learn as much as you can about it. And the reason we do that is so that we can feel like that we're in control, that we, have some sort of authority. We've taken the time to do the research, to be able to answer the questions, to know what we're doing, and kind of have that clear path set ahead of us, in this leadership role that's beyond your control this week for sure. What is your secret desire, or what you're trying to avoid, is the Ace of Wands. Interesting. So this is kind of a new passion, or even just a new path within something that you already do. Lots of wands here showing up with this. So this is something that really does light your fire. It's something you're excited about, but it looks like there's and like I said, with this card, that you're building something long term here, that you have integrity, you stick to your guns, but something is just kind of on your mind that's disappointing you about it, and only you can make those changes. But again, whatever you're trying to manifest, you have to pick up those tools and use them. It's not just going to come to you. You've got to do the work and put the time in. And your outcome position is the Four of Pentacles. So, your outcome is that you are going to that your finances are stable, your world around you, your material world is stable. This is all kind of stuff that's going on in your mind. Don't forget to look up angel number 44. And that could be something that, actually, we've got another 4 here too. So 444, that's a number that's very close to me. I see it a lot, but just remember, your overall message is that you are good enough. Keep working at whatever it is that you are working at. Learn as much as you can, become a leader in there, and whatever at the root of this that feels like it's kind of shaking your confidence, whatever partnership here, it's not the end of not the end of the world. It's kind of just like a little blip. What is hidden from you this week? Good. It's heartbreak. That's one of the cards I like to see hidden. There's a few that I would rather see them there than anywhere else in your reading. So yeah, I mean, you're a little sad about it, and maybe you're a little sad about the progress of something that's going on, but don't let it shake you. If you need to make the change so that you're not feeling like that next week, then go ahead and pick up the right tools that you need to make that sort of change. So let's see what the Soul Oracle deck says for Leo as they go through whatever this is this week, which I don't even know what I would call it. Almost like just a shaking of no, kind of like as you think about and focus in and hone in on what it is that you're trying to manifest, that something just gets a little, and you might just need to change your path a little bit. Just change the path of how you're getting there just a little bit, so that whatever thing that was disappointing to this for you this week, don't let it do that next week, right? Don't let it be the disappointment next week. Make the correct changes so that you feel different about it next week. All right, the Soul Oracle deck says seek hidden treasure. Okay, whatever that means. That's interesting though. Seek hidden treasure. It could be something that you're missing, something that you're overlooking. It's hidden from you, but it's there. So that does kind of make sense to me. Um, And it could be why you're disappointed this week and why you're not next week. So do pay attention to those things. Let's see what you need to do in the way of self-care this week. Self-care for Leo as they kind of go through this confidence shaking here. It's the card that says body on it. Your body deserves your love. Okay, well, make sure that you are, you know, as you're feeling through this, make sure you're eating right, that you're sleeping right, that you're taking your vitamins, that you're exercising, all of those things that we do to make our body feel good. And just, you could just have a slump. Maybe it's just a little bit of a slump. Seek hidden treasure, and maybe that treasure is just within you. So, Leo, thank you so much for joining me this week. I do hope that this reading finds you well and that you can get something out of this reading for this week. Drop me a comment down below if you're comfortable sharing. Let me know what is it that you're trying to manifest and what kind of walls have you come up against that's made you a little bit disappointing. I mean, you're trying to get to, this point here of this 10 of Pentacles, which is kind of our ultimate um ultimate wealth, security, that sort of thing. And that's all the building blocks. There's a lot of building blocks that go into that card, but it looks like you're making progress. And I like that. But what is on your mind this week? If you're comfortable sharing, drop me a message down there and let me know. Also, I do readings every week, so come back next week and we'll see if this energy continues or if there's something completely new here for you. Also, once again, please like and subscribe to my channel if you like my reading style. It really helps me and I appreciate that so much. But most importantly, Leo, it'll help you find me next week. So thanks so much and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.